So you guys, am I filming this video because of this look today? Maybe, but you guys, I want to do a little mini series here on my channel. This is not my idea. It's just been like around the YouTube community, and it is if I were to lose these eyeshadow palettes, would I repurchase them? I have 15 palettes with me. Also, by the way, I counted all my eyeshadow palettes because my eyeshadow palette collection and declutter is literally coming around the corner. I kid you not, so stay tuned for that. I have 83 eyeshadow palettes. I'm like, what the heck? 83? And I'm getting one more, so technically 84, but it's not here yet. But you guys, I was like, dang. But I just decided to do 15. Sometimes people like do 10, but nah, we're gonna do 15. So I hope you guys enjoy this little mini series, and if you want to see what I repurchase these if I were to lose them, then definitely go ahead, grab a snack, grab a drink, get comfortable, and without further ado, let's get started. So of course, you guys, we're back in this position. Who knew? Because I definitely did know. Okay, am I filming this video today because I love this eye look? Yes, I'm obsessed with this eye look today. I'm not just obsessed with the makeup look in general. So I was like, you know what? Today's a good day to film, even though I was not planning on filming. Here we are. But you guys, for reals, okay? So if I were to lose these palettes, would I repurchase them? And I'm going to be seriously honest with you guys, okay? I am not going to be biased. I'm just going to be honest. You guys know I love all my eyeshadows, but you guys, here's a big but. I used all my eyeshadow palettes that I needed to use to get my final thoughts on before my declutter, so now I can finally film that. And you guys, even though I love the palettes, or I thought I loved the palettes, if I were to lose them, would I really repurchase them though? Okay, these are all random, by the way, legit random. Some of them, there's multiple brands in here of the same brand, multiple palettes of the same brand. I kid you not, just random. Okay, literally spread out all my palettes and just chose, like, you know, close my eyes and chose, because that's how we do it here. Okay, so yeah, but you guys, we're gonna start with the Ofra Symphony palette. So if I were to hypothetically lose these just somehow in a fire or something, that's like really bad to say. Would I repurchase this one? Okay. So I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna be seriously honest with you guys on this series. I hope you like this series because I'm like really excited to film this. I'm gonna be honest, you guys, you might be surprised, but I don't think I would actually repurchase this. Now, without saying that, like, you know what I mean? I do love this palette. Don't get me wrong. I would not declutter it, okay? But if I were to lose it, would I repurchase it? No. Due to the fact that, one, I don't need to repurchase this palette. I have multiple color stories of this, and Ofra is a little expensive, so I don't know. Like, I really love the palette itself. Let me scoochie. I have like a different setup, so I'm kind of like don't know where to go right now. But besides the point, I am so happy when we're moving next year, by the way, you guys, because let me tell you, it will be a lot better. Be a lot better for me, it'll be a lot better for you. But hey, we're working with what we got, okay? But yeah, this eyeshadow palette, I just wouldn't repurchase it itself. I don't know why, just something about it, I just don't think I would spend my money on. Now, I do want to get an Ofra palette, don't get me wrong, another one. But all the color stories that I did like are discontinued, and I think it's not going to be worth it. Would I ever declutter this palette? No. Would I miss it? Yeah, probably. But would I repurchase it? No, I wouldn't. I'm sorry. Hate to say it, but you guys, honest opinions here, okay? Okay, next palette is the Cinnamon Swirl palette from Too Faced. And this is what she looks like. Very, very beautiful palette. She still smells good. She's still very workable. I have been into neutrals lately, even though this is not a neutral look. This is more of a sunset, sunrise look, and I've been getting into those also. Oh my gosh. Like, you know, I love my greens, but you guys, something about these colors I have been into lately. Maybe it's the fall spirit. I don't know. But also, I've been getting into neutrals. Wow, what's happening with your girl over here? I'm going to be honest. No, I would not repurchase it. If I were to lose this, no, I wouldn't repurchase it. I wouldn't miss it because it was like one of my first high-end palettes, and I really do love the palette, but it's too neutral for one. I know I just said I'm into neutrals, but I do have more neutral, like, I have neutral palettes in my collection I probably repurchase other than this one. I don't need a billion palettes. I would definitely miss it though, because like this is kind of sentimental, but it's not too sentimental to repurchase the palette itself. Plus you can't even get the palette anymore, or I don't think you can get this one. Maybe you can, but I don't know for sure. But with these palettes, like this Too Faced one, you could probably find at Marshall's or at TJ Maxx. But if I lost it, would I repurchase it? Unfortunately, no. As much as I love this palette, you guys, it's sentimental. I just don't need it. You know, I don't need to repurchase it. So yes. Okay, you guys. Next is the Subculture palette from ABH. I'll straight up tell you guys. So I decluttered this palette like 2-3 years ago, and I regretted it. Like let me tell you, I regretted it so much. My friend gifted me this palette like about a month ago, and I'm so happy. I would actually repurchase this. I know that's like shocking, but this is one of my favorite palettes. Like this was, I think, my third palette, like that was in the ranking, that was, you know, number 3 of how much I loved it. I would repurchase it. You can't get it on her website anymore, but you can always find it at Marshall's. Like I found my original one at Marshall's, so it's like, you know, only $20 some, so that like I can justify to pay for that. Now if it was the full price, that would be a different story. It's a maybe though. It is a maybe on the full price, but for half the price, yes, I repurchased this palette. Love it so much. I missed it. I really did regret it. I did like declutter regrets video like a while ago, and this was one of the palettes, and I said that I literally miss it so much, and I don't like myself for decluttering it. But hey, here we are. We got it back, and I've used it actually quite a bit, and it does not disappoint. This is the good formula. So yeah, I would definitely repurchase this. I know, and it's kind of expensive, but you guys, this one is so good. I would definitely miss it. I would be like, you know what? You got to come back in my collection. Okay. So if I were to lose this, your girl's getting it back in her collection. Okay. Okay. The next one, you guys, is, like I said, these are all just like random palettes, and they're not even ordered by brand either. I think, like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But it's the Natural Nudes Born This Way Too Faced palette. I have a lot of Too Faced in here, I guess. Okay, you guys, you know I love this palette, okay? It is a neutral palette, but it's one of my favorite neutral palettes in my collection. I did actually get this at Marshall's. I think you can only get it at Marshall's, though. I don't know for sure if you can find it. I looked on the website, and I was not seeing this, but I could have swore someone bought it on the website, like, a month ago. I could have swore, but hey, maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. But, okay, you guys. I said I was going to be honest with myself, okay? But would I repurchase it? It's neutral. It's just, like, what's getting to me is it's just so neutral, and I love color, but I have been into neutrals, and I love the formula of this, and I actually use it quite often. And I did get it from Marshall's for, like, $20, so, like, that's not bad either. But if I were to lose it, would I repurchase it? That's the real question here. And as I said, I need to be honest with myself. You guys, this is like a 50-50 actually. Like I right now, I can't make up my mind. Like I don't know. I really don't know. I can't decide right now. It's a 50-50 on this one, because I really do love the palette. And knowing I love the palette, that's what's kind of getting me to repurchase it, is because the formula is so good and I love it. But the only part why I wouldn't repurchase it is because it's just so neutral. Okay, you guys, this is a 50-50 on this. I really can't decide. So, yes. Okay, you guys, the next palette actually is what's on my eyes today. Well, not just this palette. I used like 5 palettes, because as I said, I wanted to try some palettes before my declutter, get my final thoughts on them, and I finally did. So, yippee, skippy. But this is the Ace Beauté Serenity palette. And you guys know how I raved about this palette and how much I loved it. And would I repurchase it? No. Nope. It's a beautiful color story. I got this for Christmas by my parents, which I'm so, so grateful for. And I do like the formula, but I'm gonna straight up tell you guys. So, you know, I kind of kept it for this orange, and this orange is on my eyes, and you guys see it's not impactful as it was before. So I don't know. This is older, though. This is like 3 years old, 3.5 almost, going on 4 years old. So it is a little bit on the older side, so that's kind of like understandable, to be honest. Powder usually stays good for a long time. So even though there's an expiration date on the palettes, like 12 months, 24 months, you can add that like 3-5 years probably. I'm not saying to do that, okay? I'm not a professional when it comes to like health wise and stuff on makeup, but in my own experience, powder lasts way longer than it says on the shelf life. But this one, it's kind of disappointed, you guys. I really, really was. The mattes are still nice. I did use this matte. Really, really nice. Very blendable. It's just the shimmer is why I kept it. And to be honest, the shimmer it's lacking. It really is lacking. So I would not repurchase this, unfortunately. I do want to get another palette from Ace Beauté, but they like have been like rebranding for like the past 2 years with nothing. So I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe I should check up on them and see how they're doing. Because I always like saying like a lot of my palette videos that I don't know what's going up with this brand. And so maybe I should check on them. You know, maybe I should do that. You know, get the real answer instead of telling you guys all the time I don't know. But no, would not repurchase it. I'm just really disappointed in that because it was impactful at one point. But I think it's because the palette's older. So I can't like, you know, be too mad at the palette. Okay. It is what it is. It happens. But yeah, and as I said, my declutter is literally right around the corner. I'm probably going to film it next week, to be honest, you guys, because today's November 1st. While filming this, I will try to actually just get it up on November 1st, which is a Saturday. I want you guys to have a nice Saturday video or Sunday video. Don't know which one yet. But as I have said in the previous video, my makeup videos are going to be very limited to editing, so I will not really edit much videos of, like, I won't edit too much of my makeup videos. I will edit out, like, stupid things I say, or if I have to, like, be right back for something, I will edit that stuff out, but otherwise, it's going to be very minimalist, because I am currently juggling 2 contents, makeup and then nails, and nails is my primary right now, because that is what, is going to make me income. So that is kind of more important than my makeup, but I'm not going to quit my makeup. Don't worry, you guys. Also, this is random, but the saddest news I heard yesterday. So you guys know I love Angelica Nigovist, and she has decided that she's not going to go full time, starting next year for YouTube. As of right now, she said that could change, but most likely not. And it's so sad because YouTube has been such a freaking crap hole to everybody here, okay? Not me personally, because actually YouTube has been on my side, which I'm thankful. But with creators like her and Allie Dawson and just many others, apparently if you use ad blockers, that doesn't even count as a view anymore. It used to count as a view, but it wouldn't count towards monetization or your income. But it doesn't count as a view anymore, and that's just really, really sad, you know? People have been working so hard, and it's just all, like, the big content creators, like Mr. Beast, Dream, you know, all of those big content creators that are getting all the views and all the attention, and it really is sad, you know? But it is what it is. I hope YouTube fixes it next year, please. But it was so sad to hear her announce that, okay? But as I said, nails is primary, makeup is secondary, but I'm not quitting my makeup, okay? I'm going to most likely get monetized on makeup, like, I'm hopefully next month. Crossing my fingers next month. So I will have, like, a little bit of income there, but nails is more of, like, a higher income. So, yeah. But just want to let you all know. Nobody cares, but, you know, all my fans and my supporters do care, so I just wanted to let you guys know. Okay, you guys, moving on. We got the In the Limelight palette. You guys, I'm going to repurchase this. No doubt about it. If I lose this palette, it's repurchased. For sure. You guys know I love this palette. Unfortunately, you can't get it on the ColourPop website, but you can always find it somewhere else. Like, someone's just selling it on something, okay? Who knows what it's going to be. But it's on something to be sold about, okay? But I would repurchase it because, one, it's pretty affordable. ColourPop's pretty affordable. So yeah, and this is one of my favorites. Unfortunately, ColourPop discontinued it, and this was probably one of the best ColourPop formulas that they have ever came out with. I kid you not. Now, I do want that Shrek palette, and as I said, that stupid Shrek palette wasn't at Ulta when I went, and I'm not waiting 3 weeks just for my ColourPop thing to ship. Just to ship, not like actually come here, to ship. And then we gotta wait like another week for it to actually come, and I have to pay for shipping, and I'm not gonna pay $7 of shipping if it's not even gonna ship in the next 3 weeks. Heck no, that is not what I'm doing. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. Okay? So it's pretty affordable. I would definitely repurchase this. You guys know I would. Okay? So yes. Oh, next palette, you guys. Like I said, this was random, okay? But hey, we got some good palettes in this, okay? And this next one is the Paradise Cove palette from Gourmande Girls and Ladybug Glow. And hell yes, I'm going to repurchase this. Hell yeah. You guys know I love this palette so much. I have 3 pans in this palette already. I use this palette actually so much. Too much, to be honest. I don't give love to other palettes. So I kind of took a break with this palette. But don't get me wrong, I still like go into this. But yes, you guys know I would repurchase her. Gourmande Girls, Ladybug Glow, 2 amazing brands. And even the owners are just so nice. Oh my goodness, Christina and then Amanda, they are the best. They are the best of the best, okay? So yes, I would... You already know I would repurchase this, okay? Okay, you guys, next palette. It's... You guys, I can't believe I'm going to say this. Okay, so the Natasha Denona Retro palette. You guys know this has very sentimental value to me. Never get rid of this palette, even when it gets old. It will be in a memories box. I do have actually 1 palette in my memory box. Just only 1 so far. It's the first palette I ever bought on my makeup journey. It's like a Rimmel London palette. Something. I don't remember. Magnifying something eyes. So yeah, that's in my makeup memory box. That's like 6 years old at least. At least 6 years old. Okay, you guys. You know this has very sentimental value to me. Would I repurchase it though? Okay, so Natasha Denona is a little bit on the expensive side. I will tell you that. Okay, you guys. Okay, looking at it and the memories I have with this palette, I would repurchase it. Oh, man. I don't really want to spend that money, but you guys, it's just... If I didn't have a sentimental, and I mean like legit a sentimental reason, you guys already know this was... If you know the story, you know. If it wasn't because of that story, I wouldn't repurchase it, but because of that story, I would repurchase it. Beautiful palette. I don't use it as much. It's kind of like in my palettes to be like used more, even though I did use it before my declutter that I'm going to be filming to get my final thoughts on it. It just... Yeah. Because of that reason, I would repurchase it. Okay, you guys. Like I said, just random palettes here. Next, we have the Solmon 2 palette from Odin's Eye. I actually used this palette also on my eyes today. This is what she looks like. Would I repurchase it, though? So, actually, you guys, I told you that the formula is a little off. Like, but you guys. I can't believe I'm saying this. I used this orange today. It's actually splendid. It's splendid. It worked so well. Very blendable. I was like, what the heck? I thought this was outdated. No. Maybe some shades aren't the best anymore. They're still good, but not the best. But this one, holy crap, I loved. So now I finally got my final thoughts on this palette. I actually was going to get rid of it, but now I'm not because I actually really do love it. But would I repurchase it, though? That's the real question here. This is also a 50-50. I can't make up my mind right now. It could be a yes tomorrow. It could be a no the next day. I don't know for sure. As of right now, I really do like it, but would I repurchase it? 50-50 on that. But you guys, I'm really happy I've been using palettes that I wasn't so sure about, because now I finally have my final thoughts. And you guys, I love this palette again. I don't know. I think the only shade, it's more of the shimmers that aren't the best. They're like more on like hard press. Yeah, are they hard pressed though? By the way, these are what they look like. They're not too hard pressed, but I don't, hello. They're not as like impactful as they were before. Maybe they could work. I don't know. Maybe it's the shimmers that aren't the best anymore, but that matte, holy crap, that matte, oh, I'm in love with. And as I said, I've been like really into sunrise/sunset looks lately. So would I repurchase it though? It's a 50-50 right now, due to the fact that I literally cannot make up my mind right now. Okay, you guys, we actually have another, yes. We have another Oden's Eye palette, and it's the Hella palette from Oden's Eye, of course, I just said. It's in collaboration with Dalkanikovas, and actually, you guys, this palette is back in stock after being discontinued for like 3 years, but it is limited time only, and it's in a mystery bundle, so you can't purchase it on its own. But you guys, this was my first indie brand and my first Oden's Eye palette. And as you guys know, I already talked about it in Dalkanikovas. Love her so much. So of course I got this palette. The thing is, would I repurchase it though? If I lost this palette for some odd reason, would I? And I have to think about money also, because is it worth the money? If there was no money, I would repurchase mostly all of these palettes, but because money is a factor in life, and it is what it is, gotta think about that too. You guys, I don't know on this one either. I'm leaning towards more of a yes, I would repurchase it, but there's like a 30% I would not purchase it. So 70 says yes, 30 says no, so I guess yes, but as of right now, it's a yes. As of right now, it's a yes, but like 30% is kind of like, do you really need it? I don't know. Maybe I do. I do need this, okay? Yeah, we'll repurchase it. Okay? Ooh, next palette is also another actually collaboration with like Dalkanikovas. It is the Club Nebula, and this is from Kaleidos. Yes, I would repurchase this one. Straight up, I love this palette. I love a jewel tone palette. You guys know I do already. You guys know if I were to ever collab with any brand, eyeshadow palette wise, color story would be a jewel tone color story, or like a really grungy green color story. Yes, I would repurchase it. It's expensive, really, really expensive. You can't get it anymore, but like I said, any palette I ever say that is not available, it's not available on the brand's website or Ulta or Sephora, but it's always available because someone is like selling it somewhere, okay? But yes, I did use this the other day, loved it, would repurchase it for sure. No doubt about that. Okay, no, you guys. It is, and it's expensive, okay? But it's worth it for me, at least. Okay, you guys. Next is the Try palette from Juvia's Place. Okay, it's okay. And this is what she looks like. Very, very beautiful. Juvia's Place is actually pretty affordable. And I really do love the palette, and I wanted the palette for so long. Like I said, you can't get this palette anymore, but would I repurchase it? You know what, you guys? I would. I would. Your silly little girl would actually repurchase this. Why? I don't know, because I just like it. It's affordable, okay? Yeah, I'd repurchase it. Hate to say it. I know it's like probably a waste because I have so many palettes with the kind of color story and really nice formula, but nah, dog. We're gonna repurchase it, okay? End of discussion. Okay, you guys, next is the Glam Like Cake palette. Now, you guys know my shimmers are extremely hard pressed. They're not there anymore. Mattes are still nice. That's why I've kept the palette. But would I repurchase it? No. Absolutely not. This was an impulse buy, actually. I bought it like 3-4 years ago. I was going through like a really hard time. And I was just like buying makeup for no reason, even though I knew I didn't need it. This was one of them. I have decluttered this a couple times, but then brought it back because I was like, no, I kind of wanted to use it a little bit more. But I would not repurchase it if I were to lose this. No. It's a no for me. Now, if the shimmers were nice and, you know, they were workable, actually still no. No, I don't need this palette. Nah. I will tell you though, the mattes, they freaking stain, and I don't like staining. Okay, I hate staining. So that's another factor why I wouldn't repurchase it. But it's a beautiful palette, don't get me wrong. And will I declutter this? I will probably declutter it in the future again. But I'm not going to repurchase this. I'm sorry. I love Glamlight. I do have 2 other palettes that I got from Glamlight by a friend. And those are really, really good. But this one, just, no. Don't need to repurchase it. Glamlight's pretty affordable, though. But don't need it. Okay, you guys. Next, we have the ABH Norvina Volume 3 palettes. You can always find this at Marshall's or TJ Maxx for, like, half off. So, like, 20-some dollars. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Would I repurchase this, though, if I lost it? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't repurchase it. But would I, though? Because there are really nice neon shades. And I don't really actually have a lot of neon shades in my collection, surprisingly. Okay. So here's the thing. If I were to repurchase it for a full price, no. But if it was like 20, like literally just $20, that's most likely a yes. It's like a 70 yes, a 30% no, again. Looking at it now, yes, but that could change tomorrow. So who knows? But you guys, the last palette for this little mini series, like not the last palette, but for episode 1, it's going to be the Nomad Keys and Beachy palette. I can't believe this was actually in the first episode of this mini series, because this is literally like the inspiration for this video. I can't believe you guys are gonna be like, why the heck, or what? I would not repurchase this palette. As much as I love this palette, I was gifted this palette though from Nomad, not in PR, but I won like the guessing game last year. But I wouldn't repurchase it. I'm sorry. I love the palette. I have a pan in this shade right here, almost in this shade actually, and I love Nomad. Don't get me wrong; they are my favorite brand in the whole entire world. But I just nah. Now they are affordable. This is like $49, I think, or like $52, something like that. But I don't think I would repurchase it. I'm sorry. As much as I love this palette, nah. I do love the palette though. I'd always keep this palette no matter what. But would I repurchase it? Unfortunately, no. But you guys, that is literally it for the video. And thank you so much for watching, you guys. I really, really appreciate it. If you did like the video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll be back with a lot more makeup and beauty content. And like I said, that declutter is literally around the corner. So stay tuned for that. But till then, you guys stay beautiful, stay healthy, and stay safe. Bye.